Hello, Gemini. It is time for your August month ahead reading. We're going to start out with an oracle card to see what kind of energy or theme you're working with here in the month of August. And you have I'm possible. There's almost a sense of stepping out in a way, a new belief in something that you can do, something maybe you've doubted for a while, or you keep pushing to the back of the mind, or you always think, no, no, that's not me. That's not me. It's you. It is you. It's part of who you are, how you are evolving. You don't have to have shame about that or guilt for some reason. There's a little bit of that in there too. You're seeing yourself in a new way, and you're doubting what you're seeing there. You're doubting what you're seeing in the mirror or in your mind's eye when it comes to yourself. This might be the beginning of setting yourself free, or it's the beginning of a new cycle in some way where you are recognizing that this is, in fact, you. You do, in fact, feel this way in a certain way about a certain situation. And you can think on it a lot, but you need to let go of the self-doubt or of the belief that others are not going to accept you or accept this about you, or others are going to be mad or angry because they think that you're leaving them behind or abandoning certain things. We evolve as humans. It is natural to move beyond certain things as we grow, as we learn, as we evolve. This is a natural part of your growth. And it's time to step out and accept this about yourself. Let yourself express that part of yourself too. Stop holding back on this. Stop holding back. All right, let's see what tarot messages we have for you. Have the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Lots of people cards for you. So what came to me immediately is this may be where you want to get out in front of people, maybe take up public speaking in some ways, join Toastmasters, something like that, maybe join a comedy club, something where you're getting in front of people. And maybe in the past, you've always just been part of the group and in the back and have not put yourself out there, have not put yourself forward, like poetry reading or something like that, some impromptu, can't remember what the word is for it. Just impromptu performances, impulsive type thing. Improv, there we go. Hello, Tanya. Improv. But you've been holding back because it's not how you've always done things and it's different for you. And well, what if people don't like it? What if I get criticized? You may, and that's okay. As long as you enjoy whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter what other people are going to say. And you may find a lot more encouragement than you thought there would be out there for you once you put yourself out there. Let yourself be who you're meant to be. Another note here is just remind yourself that you are an amazing being. You are here for a reason. That may be to entertain people. It may be to share information. Maybe it's just public speaking at a certain event. Maybe you're a keynote speaker. Maybe you want to get up in front of take part in your church activities and give a sermon or take part in a ceremony. And other people around you, again, you're going to find a lot more support than you think, than you're currently thinking, than you would expect. Okay, I'll get into the cards now. Now, I said you have a lot of people around you because you have the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Court cards are typically people. Sometimes this is you, sometimes it's other people. So let's get into it and see what we have coming up here. Starting with the Knight of Swords, this feels like you. So this one in particular I'm looking at is you. The Knight of Swords, they know what they want to do. They have the knowledge and how to do it. You've looked into this. You've explored this as an option. But you don't have any experience yet. Neither does the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is all about putting themselves out there, sharing their message, seeking more knowledge, seeking experience. They are out there getting experience, taking the knowledge that they've gained so far and now trying to apply it, figuring out what works and what doesn't work. Swords are an air element. You got a lot of swords. You're a Gemini. You're an air element. This is all about you this month. The Knight of Swords, again, communication, information, education, all the shuns almost. But they are definitely putting themselves out there. They're excited about it, no holds barred. They just going for it, trying different things. If one thing doesn't work, they'll just move on to the next thing. And that's kind of the attitude you need to have. And it feels like you will once you get the first one or two under your belt. But there is this sense of excitement and enjoyment and looking forward to whatever they might discover. There's a sense of anticipation there and ready to move out and move forward. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles. This is a card of completion. This is a card of legacy. Tens are the end of a cycle. And the Ten of Pentacles in particular is a legacy card. These are your friends, your family that are helping, that are participating. You have achieved something great. You have set the bar at the new level. Your bar has been raised from this level now up to this level. I don't know if you can tell the difference there. Yeah, there's some perspective for you. You can't go backward from this moment. Once you put yourself out there, everybody knows, everybody's excited for you. You have a lot of support. Pentacles are an earth element, so it's very grounding. It's stability. It can be about home, it can be about work, but this is definitely that new baseline for you. You have raised the bar, not just for yourself, but for your friends and family. There is this sense of anticipation and just looking out now at the new future that you have ahead of you. This new branch you've created. You are building a legacy, and you have a lot of support behind you for this. Trust in yourself. You have what you need, you have what it takes to get this done, to set this new future in motion. This also goes really well with these other swords cards that we have here. Your supporters, your advisors, people there to help you build this new legacy, build this new life for yourself. That's going to inspire a lot of others around you, by the way. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Aces are that spark, that initiation, that first thing that gets you going. Cups are about our emotions and our intuition. So the first thing that came through as soon as I said the word intuition is that you don't necessarily have to have, if you have just a general outline of whatever it is you want to say or communicate, that's probably going to be enough for you because the rest of it is going to be very much intuitive for you. I think that's why improv is the main thing that's coming through here for you because it's spur of the moment. You get a keyword and you go with it and you trust your information, you trust your intuition and the information that you already have about that keyword or phrase or circumstance that you're given. But you're able to build off that, and you do it by tapping into your intuition, maybe not understanding that's what it is, and also coming from an emotional perspective. The emotional feedback you get from those that are hearing your message, that are receiving it, contributes to how you communicate, how you modify your message if needed. and what your next step, your next phrase, etc., are going to be. So you're able to connect with your audience, or whatever you want to call it, on an emotional level. It's really good. I like that for you. And it's almost like, oh, I like that. It's like they reflect back to you because we have this sort of mirror here, right? Reflect back to you. So you read that reflection, you see it, and you're able to react almost just innately, intuitively, instinctively as a result of that. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So this is somebody who has more experience than you do here. This is somebody who can advise you, who can help you come up with different things, who can help with the connections. Somebody that you look up to, who can help train you and get you started. So swords, again, it's going to be very logical, fact-based. It's about information, communication, things like that. This is going to be the kind of on the business side, maybe a professional at this, where this right now is maybe more of your hobby and you're trying it out, seeing if you really like it, seeing if it works for you. This is a person who's going to advise you or who can advise you, who you can ask all sorts of questions to. If you're taking an improv class or something like that, this is probably going to be the teacher or instructor there. They are very encouraging, very nurturing, but they're less about emotional connections and more about that practical business type connections. So definitely more of a business connection here, more of a feminine energy, but definitely focus on the bottom line more than anything else. So they're going to make sure, well, do you have your contract? You should have this, you should get that. Make sure you got this lined up. If you do want to pursue this somewhere else, if you just want to do hobby things, here are the different places you could do that, but you should still have this in place. That kind of stuff. This is the person for that. And then we have the Page of Cups. Now, the page is also a beginner. It's an apprentice type person. They don't have as much knowledge as this person, but they're eager to learn. And this is cups, not swords. I thought initially it was swords, but it's cups. This person can have a very wild and vivid imagination. They can come up with all sorts of ideas. They could feed into drama because they're young, they're inexperienced. I like a 1/4% of me wants to say this is some of you having that new now emotions. You may know logically what's going on, but now you're really tapping into your emotions and using that part of yourself to really create the impression, the message, etc., to put it together the way that you might want it to, and it's a fresh and new perspective. For others of you, this may be somebody who is helping you, maybe another person that's involved. If this is a class, a younger person there, maybe who hasn't done any research on it previously, it could have been an impulsive sign up or something like that. But you guys may really, if you were to partner in doing a set or something like that, this is getting really super specific. Hopefully, some of you can apply this to other areas of your life. We just went down this path. But this is somebody you could balance off of, but they may not always get the joke because they don't know the history of it, or they may not know the terminology, etc. This could also relate to if you find to keep that in mind. If you have a younger audience that you're going in front of, you may want to do more research to understand their terminology and what they may be familiar with, like their life experiences, their shows, the news, the things like that that they may pay attention to. You want to leverage that. And they would really connect on emotional level, more so maybe where an older audience may appreciate more of the intellectual message, even though you're also communicating them on an emotional level. This person is going to be all about how you make them feel. Okay. And they will get involved where they will let their imagination take them to the next step in the message. Unless you set it up appropriately, they may take it the wrong way or really, really, really get excited about it. Okay, let's see what we have on the bottom of the deck. The Star. This is a major arcana card. So while all this is going on, make sure that you are taking care of yourself, taking care of your voice, doing self-care in that, doing voice exercises, things like that. For some reason, using your voice and communicating with your voice is going to be the biggest thing for this month. Also, so make sure you're getting the appropriate amount of rest, drinking enough water, and taking a day of rest after a performance or after an event to let your body rest, to recover, and just savor the experience that you had in whatever way this is for you. It feels like this is performance. Generally has to do with performance. So don't get yourself too committed to too many things. Pace yourself and give yourself time to integrate this new stuff into your body, and your aura kind of needs to be, in a way, settle into it. Okay, quite a busy month ahead. Again, rest your voice. Highly recommend that. And that's what I have for you, Gemini, for the month of August. Please hit that like button and please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.